Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Mazda 3 2-liter SkyActiv-G SE Nav. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This Mazda 3 does have a 6-speed manual, and it also does come standard with keyless start, so make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the clutch and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The third generation Mazda 3 comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. For the SE Nav trim, the steering wheel is leather wrapped with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions and red stitching going around the inner rim. The Mazda 3 equipped with the 2-liter SkyActiv-G engine producing 118 horsepower can be paired to either a 6-speed SkyActiv Drive automatic transmission or a 6-speed SkyActiv-MT manual transmission as seen in this tree. To engage reverse for the manual transmission, push the gear lever down all the way to the left and up. Both the base of the gear lever and the parking brake is covered in leather with red stitching, similar to what you would find on the steering wheel. Safety features of the 3 SE Nav includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, traction control, smart city brake support, tire pressure monitoring system, hill hold assist, emergency stop signal, secondary collision reduction, and alarm system with immobilizer and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. As usual, let's go ahead and turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The 3 SE Nav does get 16-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims as standard. The rims on this 3 are wrapped in Toyo Nano Energy R38 205/60 R16 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs and solid discs front and rear respectively. The suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link rear setup. The Mazda 3, also known as the Mazda Xela for the Japanese and the Chinese market, is a compact C-segment car that was first introduced in 2003 as a replacement for the Mazda Familia lineup. Since then, 3 generations have been produced so far, with the latest generation premiering in June 2013. All 3 generations had a choice of either a 4-door saloon or a 5-door hatchback body styles. For the third generation 3, also known as the BM generation, Mazda applied its Scodo Soul of Motion design language, also seen on the latest 6 and the CX-5. The current Mazda 3 also receives Mazda's full suite of SkyActiv technologies, which all work together to give the car more power and its occupants a safer ride, and at the same time also reducing fuel consumption. This Mazda 3 is powered by Mazda's 2-liter SkyActiv-G engine, which displaces 1998 cubic centimeters, and it does have a dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 layout with variable valve timing, direct injection, and a high compression ratio of 14:1. This engine is the lower powered version of the two 2-liter SkyActiv-G tunes available for the UK market, and it produces 118 horsepower at 6000 RPM and 210 Nm of torque at 4000 RPM. When equipped with the 6-speed manual, 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is achieved in 8.9 seconds onto a top speed of 121 miles per hour or 195 kilometers per hour. The fuel tank carries 51 liters of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the 3 2-liter SkyActiv-G 120 is 55.4 miles per gallon or 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 119 grams per kilometer, and the 3 is front-wheel drive. The third generation Mazda 3 went on sale in the UK in January 2014. Both the hatchback and the saloon body styles are available, with the former being sold as just the 3, while the latter is sold as the 3 Fastback. A 1.5-liter petrol engine producing 99 horsepower, a 2-liter petrol engine producing either 118 horsepower or 163 horsepower, and a 2.2-liter diesel engine producing 148 horsepower make up the engine range. The lower-powered 2-liter petrol engine and the 2.2-liter diesel engine are the only ones available with an automatic transmission. Trim levels start with the base SE and SE Nav, then the mid-range SE-L and SE-L Nav, before topping it off with the Sport Nav. A full list of current Mazda 3 hatchback variants available in the UK is listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of the Mazda 3 SE Nav includes manual leveling halogen projector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, indicators on the side mirrors, rear fog light, rear spoiler, dual exhausts, and body-colored door handles and side mirrors. You do have a speaker down there together with a bottle holder. Right here you do have your mirror controls, window lock, and your window controls. Only the driver's side is fully automatic in both ways. Right here, this lever adjusts the level of the headlight. This one turns off your i-stop system. Basically, if you do have i-stop active, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. Right here, you do have your tire pressure initialization button and the button to turn off the car's traction control. Pull the lever right next to the bonnet release to release your fuel flap. And the driver's seat in the Mazda 3 SE Nav does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, and this bar down here controls your seat position. You also do have manual lumbar support adjusted via this lever right here. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Mazda 3 SE Nav does come standard with very simple aircon controls. All of them are located right here. You do have your temperature to the left, fan speed in the middle, different modes to the right with your front defrost. Your rear defrost is located right here. And you do have your air conditioning button, as well as outside air and recirculation buttons. The 3 SE Nav comes with the Mazda multimedia system that features a 7-inch TFT color touch screen display, various media connectivity options, the multimedia commander control knob, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the Mazda 3 do sound quite good. There are actually two ways to use the display. The first way is via the set of controls down the center console. You do have your media, home, and navigation shortcut buttons, as well as your favorite and return buttons. You also do have this knob in the center that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right, and clicks down for enter. The second way is via the display itself. The display turns into a touch screen once the car is stationary, so you can use your finger to browse through the menus. But for the majority of this video, I'll use the knob to make things easier. Let's start with the menu that's on the far left, and that is your vehicle applications. Right here you do have your fuel economy monitor, service indicator, and warning guidance. Warning guidance basically tells you whether there is anything wrong with the car or whether there is any notifications. Fuel economy monitor basically monitors your fuel consumption, whether it be your history or your current fuel consumption. If this part is highlighted, click the knob down to bring up a list of options. You can go back to your applications menu, go to the next screen, reset the average data, and go through your settings. Now say you are in your fuel economy monitor menu. You do not actually have to hit the return button a couple of times to go back to the main menu. You can always hit the home button straight away. After your applications, we do have your entertainment menu. And right here we do have your Bluetooth audio streaming menu. With your current song playing information, you do have the title, artist, album. If you do have an album out present, it will show up right here, song duration down below, and you do have a list of options for that menu at the bottom. On the bottom left, you do have your different media options. You do have FM, AM, Bluetooth audio streaming, USB, auxiliary, CD, and a couple of media apps such as AHA and Stitcher. Next up, this menu, it allows you to go to your different folders and browse through your playlists, artists, and all that. Repeat a song, repeat a folder, shuffle, go back a song, play pause, go forward a song, and your sound settings with your bass treble, balance and fader, automatic sound volume, and your turning the beat on or off when you touch the display. And next up, we do have your Bluetooth telephone menu. Right here, you can look at your phone notifications, look at your favorites stored, look at your contacts, call history, dial a number, read your texts, and go through your settings for your Bluetooth system. And next up, we do have navigation. This car is equipped with navigation, it's just that the SD card is not in the slot at the moment, so this message will pop up instead. However, you still do get your compass right above and your latitude, longitude, and elevation down below. And lastly, your settings. You can turn the display off right here, turn the display off and just show the clock. Your automatic day-night mode, brightness, contrast, and reset the settings back to default. You also do have your smart city brake support activation right here. Back to your sound system settings, your clock settings with your time format, time zone, and all that. Your vehicle settings with your locks, indicators, lights. Your device settings with your Bluetooth settings. In this menu, you can pair a phone, delete a paired phone, connect to your a desired paired device. Your Wi-Fi network management settings. And lastly, your system settings. Right here, you do have your language, units, and all that. And that's about it for the system. Right next to the controls, you also do have your volume and power knob. This car does have power folding mirrors. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your seat track buttons, your volume, your voice control,
say a command,
help.
Available commands are entertainment, communication, navigation, settings, applications, and favorites. Always available are go back, cancel, main menu, help, and tutorial. Say a command.
Cancel. Now, if you activated voice control and you did not know what to say, just ask for help and the system will walk you through the list of available commands. Right here, you do have your on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, and this up and down buttons with the info in the middle. control your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your average fuel consumption, range, your speed limiter, average speed, instant fuel consumption, and back to your average fuel consumption. Within that display right above, you also do have your outside temperature, and down below you do have your fuel gauge. And to the left, you do have your rev counter, mileage and trip meter. The right spoke is empty because the SE Nav trim does not come with cruise control. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it via this lever right here. You do have a bit of storage down here. With your CD player, it is MP3 compatible. You do have a couple of cup holders right here. And there is a center armrest with 2-tier storage down below. You do have a storage tray and a bigger storage right there. You also do have your USB ports, auxiliary port, a power outlet, and the SD card slot for the navigation system. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, sunglass holder, and you do have your interior lights right above. The sun visor for the driver's side does have a vanity mirror and a light. And the driver does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there with a bottle holder and your window control right here. The rear seats in the Mazda 3 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding. And to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the buttons on either sides of the headrests, push it, and flip the seat back down. You can move the seat belt out of the way if you did not want it obstructing. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I do get about this much legroom and about this much headroom. There's a single storage pocket on the front passenger seat back. Rear center armrest with cup holders. Your rear lights right above. And you do get grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides at the back. To open up the rear hatch, locate a button right beneath the Mazda badge. With the rear seat backs in place, boot space in the Mazda 3 hatchback is 364 litres. Fold the rear seat backs down and remove the cargo cover to reveal 1263 litres of space. To the left of the boot is a light that illuminates the area, and underneath the boot floor is a bit of storage. The rear doors open quite wide at an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your speaker down there with a bottle holder and your window control right here. The front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the height adjustment and lumbar support found on the driver's side. The glove box is actually quite big. Grip handle. And the front passenger side's sun visor does get a vanity mirror and a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Mazda 3 2-litre SkyActiv-G SE Nav. Thanks for watching and goodbye.